Hi Aquarius, Mimi here with your January 2018 reading. I am going to be pulling 3 cards and giving you a bit of information based on those 3 for the beginning, middle, and end of January. After that, I'm going to pull an advice card for you. I am intuitive, which means that I just feel things sometimes. And so, and also being an empath, I feel other people's feelings sometimes. I've worked really hard on putting my wall up so that that doesn't affect me as much. But I have a message for you that I want to share with you before I pull these cards. Aquarius, you have always done things exactly as you want to do them. Always. And it doesn't always work out for you. And honestly, in the midst of that, you're putting some karma out into the world that could be very detrimental to you in the long run. So what I want to say to you, Aquarius, as you move through the next couple months and just kind of like your mental self and how you're becoming a better version of yourself, what I want you to do is really take some time thinking about the decisions you've made. You might not have thought that it was that serious. You might not have thought that it was that important. You might not have even thought that you were hurting anyone. But if you're coming from a place of, I do what I want when I want, people are bound to get hurt. So my hope for you as we move into January 2018 is that you find a balance between doing what you want to do when you want to do it and keeping other people in mind. Card fell out. I took it. All right. See what else we got here. All right. Are you ready? Okay. So your first card is contemplation. Someone else got contemplation. Yours happens to be at the beginning of the month. You're going to start the new year off with a lot of thoughts, a lot of time to yourself thinking. For those of you who are not afraid to kind of venture out on your own, which most Aquarians aren't, and just do things on your own, you might be taking yourself to lunches or breakfast or dinner. You might be going to see a movie by yourself. You might even just be sitting at home reading a book or journaling, just very much in your own mind, space, energy, working through whatever thoughts you're having. If they have something to do with what I said earlier, excuse me, all the better, because in real life, you can't keep going through life with a I don't care, I'll do it when I want to, how I want to attitude, because it affects other people. And I hope that's what you're thinking about. And if you haven't thought about it, think about it now. This is the universe talking to you. Yes, you. Now, as the middle of the month moves around, your creativity comes out a little bit more. The Princess of Wands, in this case, is she comes across as a creative being, usually a fire sign, very much more like I thought it, I have it, I do it, and I know it, etc. Now, this is different from the energy I was talking about of like the I do what I want when I want it. This is more like a actions that only involve you, decisions that only involve you. Wands are fast. In this case, though, there's some creativity of yours is just pouring out really quickly, and get it down on paper and start to work towards it, because you have the 9 of Wands at the end of the month, which basically means that some of that hard work's paying off at the end of the month. So work hard, use your creativity, your creative juices, push yourself forward, and you're going to end up in a really good place by the end of the month of January. Okay? It's fast. Fast, fast, fast. If there happens to be a fire sign, so a Leo, a Sag, or a Aries, if they happen to be in your space, especially feminine energy, take their advice. They have some good advice, okay? Lean on them a bit. All right, so let's get your advice for January 2018, Aquarius. I am looking for advice for the month of January 2018 for Aquarius. All right, let's see what we got. Yep, 7 of Cups. 7 of Cups is about choices. I swear to y'all, sometimes I am scared of my own like abilities. I have really worked on making sure I'm walking in my purpose, and you know, teaching for me has always been like the dream, and I do that with my whole heart. But this whole like intuitive ability, like allowing it to happen to you, it is overwhelming. Those thoughts that I have sometimes, I don't know where they come from. And I'm telling you, when I started this video, what was coming out of me was just like what I just thought about. Like, I don't know anyone. There's not like a thought that I'm like, that's not where it's coming from. It's just like very, it's surreal because it's real. I hope that makes sense. It's freakishly real. Like, I'm not scared of it anymore. But when I was younger, I was. And I'm telling you, I just said to you, please start thinking about what you're doing and how it affects other people. And I'm literally looking at the decisions card as your advice for the month of January. Like, yo, be careful what you're choosing because it affects other people. Let me give you a story, okay? Now, this is not like a real story. I'm just using the card to help you, okay? So there are 7 cups here, okay? And each one of them has a choice in it, okay? And in each of these cups, there's something that you may or may not want. There's a house, there's a snake, which snakes ain't never good for you. Especially if you're thinking about a man or woman you won't. Okay, anyway, moving on. So, you've got the plant up at the top. You've got what looks like some kind of sea animal. Anyway, you've got all these options, okay, to choose from. Now, let's say that this is a man at the bottom and this is his wife, okay? And let's say he chooses the snake. Who do you think would have been better for him? The wife. But he chose a snake, and he chose a snake because he thought he could make some kind of venom antidote, something to help all these other people. Snake ended up killing him. Now who's hurt? The wife, who he cared for. So it's a little far-fetching, but go with me here, okay? Like, your choices affect other people, okay? Choosing the snake is not helpful to you or the other person. Okay? Like, that's all I'm saying. Like, choose better because you can and because other people deserve it as much as you do. Otherwise, business is going well. You got some great business things happening here. I hope as you're contemplating, you really are thinking about what you're doing to yourself and other people. Because you deserve love just like everybody else. All right, Aquarius, I hope you have a wonderful January 2018. Make good choices and make yourself a better version of yourself because you deserve it. Have a good one. Bye.